Hi guys, this is Kylie and welcome to Almost Honest. This time we are going to do things a little bit differently because now it's just going to be you and me. So I'm really happy. We have filmed a few episodes, I think 5, 6 episodes now, and I just want to say thank you so much for being part of this family and for being part of this team because I was really surprised myself because we entered the top 8 podcasts, guys, and it's only been a month. So, to be honest, okay, I'm gonna speak Tagalog here, but nagulatin kami with everything, and really thank you so much. Each one of you guys have contributed to the success of this podcast and my confidence in doing this as well. So I'm just really so grateful. But this episode is just gonna be an Ask Me Anything. I've asked you guys to submit questions, and then we gather the best ones. And my team also wants to ask a few questions. So, so this is basically Ask Me Anything with Almost Honest. So I'm gonna try to answer the best way possible. Okay, the first question is, what is something you believe now that your past self would argue with? This is not an easy question, guys. I think when I was younger, I always believed in like going with the flow. But I think now if you want to make things happen, you kind of need to be proactive with it. You can't just sit and be there and just start manifesting things unless you put in the work. So I really believe in putting in the work, putting in the effort, researching, knowing what you want to achieve, knowing what you want to do, and then going for the goal instead of just like, when things will happen, it will happen. So I feel like that's what's changed. But I feel like I went through so many phases of my life where that's where I am now. What is a habit you had to unlearn? I think when I was younger, I trusted everything. I I kind of gave my trust to people right away. And now that I'm older, I feel like that doesn't come, I don't give it easily. And I feel like people have to earn my trust before I can actually say that I trust them. So I feel like in relationships, in business, trust has to be earned. What is a moment that quietly changed your life? A big part of my life that I don't really show on social media is probably my relationship, and that's a huge part of my life that I have yet to share it with you guys because I just want to keep things private. Like we both want to keep things private, and I'm actually really happy the way it is right now. I really think it's so much more peaceful, but I have learned so much and I've grown so much in the relationship as a person, and he's helped me grow so much as a person and as an individual and as a businesswoman. And so I feel like that's a huge part of my life that quietly changes me in the background. And I feel like there's like some quiet power there. What is something people often misunderstand about you? What do people misunderstand about me? I feel like they misunderstand a lot, but I feel like they don't really know me. And if they don't really know me, then to me, their opinion doesn't matter. And I keep a close circle of friends and mentors or people I look up to or the people I want to be with. And then that's the people I listen to. And then if you're not in that circle, then can we cut that out? What's a fear you've learned to live with instead of overcome? I think as a person, I'm kind of very doubtful of myself. Even starting anything, I'm always quite afraid if I'm not sure of the outcome because I feel like right now in my life I kind of have so much to lose, and so I feel like doubting myself is one of the biggest things I needed to overcome. Like just taking that step forward and someone telling me that it's gonna be okay. Because I'm kind of a perfectionist and I'm kind of, I wouldn't say a control freak, but I need to know what's gonna happen. I need to know what's happening next and when and what time and the outcome. I need to know the things before I say yes, basically. And yeah, that can be a good thing, but that can also be a bad thing. But I feel like that's gotten me to where I am now. So it could be good. What's something you don't talk about often but should? I think ever since I started this podcast, I'm able to talk about the things I wanted to uh, talk about a lot more. Um, I really wanted to talk to to me the people who have to me the people who have insights. Like one of my favorite episodes was the one with Rison Tiveros, and we spoke about the things that were important to the country. Let's say like politics or passing the divorce bill or passing the anti-political uh, dyn- passing the anti-political dynasty bill, or just learning about politics in general. So I feel like I have so much to learn and to discover about people, about politics, about business, and I want to bring you guys with me. And like we learn through this together and we go through life together. One almost honest conversation at a time. What is a mistake you're still learning from? Oh, I have so many mistakes. What is one mistake I'm still learning from? Despite my being like controlling in things and wanting to know a step ahead, I'm also very indecisive. Like I can change my mind. My team is like, yes. They're like, yes. You're like, yes. I can be very indecisive. It's because I have no idea. It's because I don't know. I think having many options is also very bad. Like it hinders you from making a right decision. So I feel like having a few options sometimes is better than having so many options. I feel like being indecisive. That's one thing I want to improve on. I feel like having too many options sometimes can be too overwhelming. And personally, I would rather have a few good options than many options that are so so. I feel like it's easier to make a decision and then decipher from that which is the best one. So, why did you start Almost Honest and what is the podcast really about? I wanted to start Almost Honest because I feel like I myself wanted to learn and talk about things that I thought mattered to me and mattered to people. I really wanted to learn more about politics. I wanted to talk to the best female founders in the Philippines. I I think you guys want to learn them too. I feel like there's so much junk online and there's so much I don't know like junk and trash that I've been craving for more substantial and educational content. And yeah, and I feel like there are so many people who don't really get the spotlight. And I feel like I wanted to highlight these people and talk about the things that really mattered. I also wanted to equip the younger generation and our generation, to prepare for the future. So, a lot of people have asked me, why almost honest? Almost honest because I feel like life happens in the in betweens. It's not in the yeses and nos, but it's usually sometimes in the gray areas. And to be honest, are we really always honest? Sometimes we just have to be almost honest, and then we already learn from those moments. So I want to navigate life one almost honest conversation at a time. What kind of conversations do you want to be known for? I want to be known for educational, informational, conversational, and also sometimes entertaining content. What does a normal day in my life look like? Um, I am not an early bird, guys. wake up around, let's say, 9, 10. And then I wake up around 9, 10. I do some like stretches, have my coffee, have breakfast, and then I head on to the office. And then I do some NU work, I do some solo work, I do some podcast work. I still manage a career on the side. I work with brands, which I really, really love. I feel like I have a quite busy life, and my schedule is pretty packed these days and these months, but I'm not gonna complain. I've been wishing this for quite some time, so I'm actually really, really happy where I am right now. What am I working with myself these days? I just really want to be better. I want to learn more. I want to educate myself more. I want to become smarter, become hotter, become better. I want to be the best version of myself. And yeah, I feel like there was a time where I was just like so attached to my phone and I felt like it really wasn't giving me anything, despite having companies to run or having things to do. I was kind of like stuck on my phone. I really didn't like it. And I feel like right now I'm on a really good path. What steps I'm taking to become the better version of me? Contrary to popular belief, I am actually pretty disciplined, guys. I go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a day. I have a trainer. I go to Pilates, sometimes with friends, sometimes without. I still keep my diet. I'm pescatarian. I don't really eat junk food. I'm I journal, I read, I write. I try to keep updated with the latest AI tools. I want to know what's happening within the companies. I want to make sure I get to talk to my leads. I want to make sure the things are done. I'm pretty hands-on with everything. So I feel like that is kind of what makes me busy right now. What are non-negotiables in my personal life? I think honesty is a big one for me. If you guys are not honest, then it's really, really hard for me to trust you again. And I used to trust people so much and so easily, especially in my younger years, to the point where I was a bit naive. But learning now and knowing what I know now, I do not think you should trust people easily, and that trust should be earned. And always get your information from the right source, and then you can give your trust. It's fine saying no, guys. You guys need to say no. I wish I learned how to say no quicker and faster. I feel like that would have saved me so much time and so much heartbreaks. But I think this season of my life, I am learning how to say no. When you look at your career, pageants, acting, content, now podcasting, how do you see the bigger picture? I just want to see how far I can go. I want to see how far I can push my career. I want to see how far I can push the podcast. I want to be number one. I know it's a tough road and a tough journey, and there are really, really good podcasters out there that I really admire and that I love. But it would be a dream of mine to get like to number one or two even. Parang happy na ako sa two, but that would be a dream. Acting, it was always my dream to win a Best Actress award, and I feel like I kind of got there. I really do want to get back into acting, especially if I'm given the right story or people to film, and I would really, 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 really love to go back. Hopefully, one day. And pageants, okay, guys, I think we've closed the chapter there. I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, but business. That is an interesting topic. I feel like we need a whole nother podcast just to talk about business and what I've learned or the whole founder journey. But I think that would be very, very interesting. But I feel like in business, I have so much more to learn. And Solo was my first business. As we started it 2 years ago. And I feel like I can share so much with you guys, and I'm still learning. And now that I have NGU, I feel like there's just so much to share. What do I enjoy most about doing the podcast compared to my other work? One, I really like that I'm learning. I really like that I get to talk to these wonderful, amazing people, and some of them are even my friends. I like that it's our own platform and that we it's our own platform. It's like our own baby, and we get to control the things we want to control. And I feel like, oh, I really love that I get to educate people and that I get to learn along the way. I feel like that's what makes me happiest, is when you guys are learning and I'm learning. And honestly, with all the positive feedback we've been getting, it makes me so happy. Like, that's what touches me the most. You've been leaning more into fashion and content. What excites you there? I love fashion. I love dressing up. I feel like it excites me so much. I love learning about the history and seeing behind the scenes of what's going on, and kind of like seeing all the drama with all the creative directors leaving and who's who. And but I just love fashion, like through and through. And I may also not be the best, but it's a big passion of mine, and I'm so glad I get to work with brands that I love, and I get to do this for a living. So I'm really, really happy, and I feel really, really blessed. And making content, I am not the best at it. I am trying, but I want to get better. TikTok is just not my. Guys, I'm not Gen Z. Like, it's hard. I'm trying, but like, it's fun. Like, I honestly, as long as I have fun, it's a win for me. So, a win is a win. What is something you're really looking forward to in 2026, personally or professionally? I feel like I have so much in store this 2026. I'm excited where I can bring this podcast. I'm excited for the things I'll be filming in the next couple months. There's some things lined up that I cannot tell you yet. And I'm excited to see where the businesses are going to go. I am excited to travel. I'm excited for many things. What do you think female founders often get wrong in business? One mistake I did, or one mistake female founders usually focus on, I would say, is a bit focusing too much on the aesthetics of the business, or like how it looks, or by looking busy or being this and being that, instead of focusing on what's really important. Is your business profitable? Are you being transparent with your numbers? Do you know your numbers through and through? Is it a profitable business? Do you have clear positioning of your brand? Do you have a good customer journey? But also at the same time, I also really care about building a community. So I feel like being in business for a year or 2 years, I've just learned so much, and I've also grown as a founder and as a businesswoman. I've learned how to delegate my tasks a little bit more, but I also know what's going on with the whole business. I know what's happening where, I know which is up next, and I feel like that's really, really important. Knowing your business from the inside out, and also knowing your numbers. And another important thing is you guys have to have good partners. Without good partners, the business will fail. Is there anything new you want to try this year but people might not expect? I want to travel more internationally, and I want to work more internationally. That's been like a big dream of mine. And I feel like I feel like I still have so much more to achieve, and I still feel like I can do more. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I want to start another business, actually. Yeah, I just want to venture into another category. So I think that will excite me even more. What is something I wish I was better at? Honestly, this year I have been better at my time management. My calendar is quite fully booked, and I've learned how to like time block stuff. So even let's say my rest and my gym time and my study time or my research time is plotted out, and I like that. And I also have a and I also have a great team. That is so important. I have kind of learned to trust my team a little bit more. What advice do I think it's overrated? How about I tell you what advice is not overrated? I think always trust your instincts and always trust your gut. And if something is not right and you feel like it's a bit sketchy or there's not the best vibes there, then it's okay to cut them off. Oh, advice is underrated? Overrated, you mean? Follow your heart. You cannot always follow your heart, guys, because your heart can lead you to the wrong places. You guys need to make right decisions and smart decisions and logical decisions. In your 20s, fine, have fun, explore, make mistakes. But in your 30s, the decisions you make will your life for change your life or your career path for the rest of your life. So your 30s is the time to make the right career decisions, to make the right relationship choices, to make the right decisions for your life. And that's when you see all the decisions that you've made during your 20s will accumulate, and that's when you kind of realize, oh, this is life. This is where my decisions took me. Make smart choices. Make smart choices. Ooh. Oh, underrated advice. The person you're with, the person you marry, is one of the most important decisions that you're ever gonna make. And I feel like because your relationship affects so much of who you become, they influence the way you think, they influence the way you make decisions, they also influence a lot of the decisions you make in your career. So choose wisely with your relationships. And yeah, that's really gonna affect so much. And personally, I like choosing someone who's a lot smarter than me and wiser than me, who's had more experience than me, because eventually you guys want to get better. And we have to get better. What lesson did I learn the hard way? I think I always have to fail and then I learn. I always have to fail or like flop in my face. And then I'm like, okay, we're not doing that again. There's nothing wrong with failing. What's important is that you know how to pick yourself up and then start again. And then you learn from your mistakes. And that's what matters. I actually think you learn more from failure than you learn more from success. Success teaches you. It's a reward from everything that you've done. But failure teaches you even more. Failure is where wisdom comes from. And the more you fail faster, the better you grow. The more you accelerate. As long as you learn from them. What's one thing I wish people knew from starting something new? I wish they don't doubt themselves. I wish they find the right people. I wish they find the right team, because I feel like sometimes you can never do it alone. If you want to achieve something, let's say start a business, you need to have the right people on board. You need to act fast. I think I've learned about the importance of having the right people around you. Without the right people around you, you are not able to scale, and you are not going to be able to grow in the right way. And without the right people, growth will be hindered and you won't get to where you are as fast as you can. What season of life are you in right now? I am constantly discovering myself, but in the same time, I'm also kind of like reaping the fruits of everything we've planted the past years. I think I'm in a very happy, calm, stable position right now. And I'm really just grateful for everything that's been happening in my life. And I'm so happy. Like, I feel more calm. I don't want to go back to my 20s. I don't want to. I'm just really content. But still in this like boss girl era. What am I letting go of this year since it is year of the snake? I am letting go of everything that does not serve me. I am letting go of toxic people. I am letting go of people who are not good for me. I am letting go of fake relationships and fake friends and just like people who are not honest. And yeah, I'm letting go of that. Oh, and ignorance. I'm letting go of ignorance. Girls, we need to not be ignorant and be smart. This dumb bitch is not working. We need to be smart. Guys, no. We can play a little bit cutesy and everything, but we need to be smart. What does being wealthy mean? To me, being wealthy means I get to do the things I want to do. And that to me is freedom. I feel rich and rich in life when I get to do the things I want to do on my own time and on my own schedule. I feel like what I do now is a luxury. Getting enough rest is a luxury. Sleep is a luxury. Travel is a luxury. And getting to do the things you want to do on your own time is a luxury. So I feel like that is what is wealth to me. What does a perfect rest day look like for me? Getting enough sleep. I want to stay in bed, but I want to stay in bed till like 10, 11. Sleep as long as I can. And I really need to gym. Like a perfect... Can I describe my perfect day? So my perfect day is that I get up when I want to. I get to go to the gym. I train. I get to stretch a little bit. I do Pilates. Breakfast is there. A good cup of coffee is there. If I'm lucky, I get matcha. A good day at work is everything I want is there already. Everything I need to do within the week is plotted out. I get to spend time with my partner. I think that's very important. I need a little bit of like cuddle time, guys, because I can't be a boss girl all the time. I need a little bit of like sweet time for this girl to come out. I need to be like feminine, because I feel like most of my day I am pretty much in my masculine side. So at night, I do want to be taken care of. I do need to step into this feminine power, and that needs my partner to be nice to me. What am I still figuring out? I am still figuring out so many things. I'm still figuring out things. I still want to be the best female founder there is. I still want to interview the smartest and the most intelligent people in the Philippines. I want to become better as a person and become more intelligent. I feel like I still want to achieve so much in my life, but I'm really so happy and content where I am right now. But I still feel like ang dami ko pang pwedeng gawin sa buhay. And if I'm just focused and if I am just disciplined, I can get to where I want to be. Wanna tell more stories. I wanna make more movies. I wanna get information to you guys out there more. I wanna learn with you guys together. And I feel like with this platform right now, we can learn together. So that is almost honest. And I'm so lucky because I feel like with this platform right now, I'm able to do that. So that was it, guys. That was my first Ask Me Anything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Medyo nahirapan ako, to be honest, because it's just me. It's really hard. I don't even know if you're gonna reach this point, but if you've reached this point in the podcast, congrats to you for coming on this journey with me. But again, I am so happy and I'm so grateful for tuning in till the end of this podcast and for subscribing and for being part of the whole community. And thank you so much. If you guys want more of this Ask Me Anything, please feel free to ask me more questions. Drop a comment below. And if you don't mind, I hope you can support the channel by subscribing to the channel. And we're also on Spotify and on Instagram, and your support really means so much to me and my team. And yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, guys. I hope we get to learn more, and I promise you I will do my best to deliver even better information. Thank you so much, and that was Almost Honest.